Today I'm going to take a drive around or my usual 10-mile run from my house here. So I'm starting at the house, and we're going to follow the route that I run here. Looking into the sun real quick. The community I'm in is pretty hilly. As you see, it starts out right heading down a hill. I thought today would be a good day to do this because there's a little color in the trees. Today is November the 7th. Okay, the downhill, what goes down must come up, so immediately. The climbs here are pretty significant. I'm not sure of the elevation gain in this 10 mile, but it's got to be somewhere on the order of 2,500 to 3,000 feet. It's pretty nice out here today. One more climb. This one's a steep one. There's a lot of nights I get up early in the morning and I come out here running, and it's really special when it's moonlit. There's times you don't even need a flashlight on these roads, and there's hardly any traffic. Down again. Kind of zipping right along here. It'd be nice if I could run this fast. Try to keep this video as brief as possible. The download speeds are the time it takes to upload this into YouTube is incredible, so we'll keep it as short as possible. Even at night, it's an interesting run. There's not a lot of activity in the community. Most people are in bed when I run this. This is a part of the community called Indian Hills, and all around it is the water, the lakes, Lake Hartwell. I don't know if you can see it. Get down here. All of these homes have, there's the water out that way. All these homes have docks, and that's part of the allure for the community. It is a lake community. Pretty nice leaves. Pretty. There's times I run this whole 10-mile section and I don't see a single car. And back down the hill we go. We're going out the same way that I came, with one variation. up. For a climber like me, this is paradise. I just love this. And I don't have to be worried in the dark about roots and rocks. I could just roll. This probably doesn't look too good in the sunshine. Down this steep, baby. Here I do a little loop off to the side on sundown. Part of the appeal for this community is that there's not a lot of homes, and they're not elbow to elbow. They've got a lot of space between them. Our house, we can't see another structure anywhere, even when the leaves are all off the trees. About I think 11:30, so I wanted to do this while the sun was high, but there's still some shadows. Now turning back the way we started, and the house up here on the left, that's our house. The house on the hill. It's pretty nice having all those leaves. Anyhow, past the house, right here, quarter mile, and we make a turn off of this, which is Laurel Drive. That's our address. And I'm going to go down Point Road, and Point Road has like 4 hills in a mile and a half. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down. The steepest of them is the first one right here. Roads are really good for building both strength and speed. Whoops, forgot about the bumps. Got some speed bumps here. I'll stop twice at the next one. It's beautiful out here. Just nice. here the water is off to the right, and you really can't see it too much, but all of these homes, there aren't too many right here, but all of these homes on the right go down to the water, and so they have docks. But we're up high, so they have quite a dip to get down there. Climb. Even with all these hills, on a good day I can do this 10 miles in a couple of hours. So while the uphills slow you down, the downhills let you stretch it out a little bit and make up for the time. Think of South Carolina, this is not what you have in mind. Okay, I've got a cul-de-sac here, just have to do a 3-point and come about. Yeah, I haven't yet figured out the geology of why it is so dramatically hilly here. It's very unique. You go even a mile here to the right, to the kind of the northeast of us, and it levels out. It's all farm country, except right here down close to where the lake is, and it's a man-made lake. So I don't yet have an explanation for what caused this extreme rolling terrain. I love it, but I don't know why it's here. It's very unusual. Because we have so much woods and so thinly populated, there's quite a bit of wildlife here. You do see deer, turkeys, coyotes, turtles, the usual critters that live in the woods. See them out on the runs. I'm curious to see how this video comes out, see how good I am at multitasking, driving and not hitting anybody and still keeping the camera steady and not bouncing around too much. So this little dog leg out Point Road adds close to 3 miles. But always well worth doing it. I really like this section because of the challenge. Always a good climb, and generally it's rare when I have to walk. I just put my head down and keep running up all of these. Walking is not an option. Okay, there I'm crossing Laurel, so this is heading into the rest of the development, the community. More hills. This is Hogan. It's part of the community where it is a golfing community. So this part of the community, all of the streets are named after famous golfers: Gary Player, Ben Hogan, Arnold Palmer. Dipsy doodles all day long. See the golf course there. It's an 18-hole course. I'm sure with all these hills it's challenging. This is the first green and fairway that we cross. The main drag. The community is Chickasaw. I'll put that up on the video. The first picture on the video. So this is Chickasaw Drive and the original part of the community. So this is not quite as hilly and a little bit more populated. By this time, halfway into it or so, maybe 6 miles into of the 10, I'm into running and warmed up and ready to go. So these long, gradual ups and downs are great just for getting a little speed in. There are a lot of side roads here. I think the whole development has like 22 miles of roads. I haven't been on all of the little cul-de-sacs, but certainly probably 3/4 of them. So from time to time I'll vary my runs and just add a loop or just an out and back just to mix it up a little bit. Rarely is a run ever the same as one before. But I do like this 10 mile. When I just need to go out and put in a short run, a short tempo run on the roads, this is a great one. Nice people here. Nearly everybody waves. Half the traffic are golf carts. Okay, here's the water. We're down to inlet for Lake Hartwell. This is a little public dock that we have, and we've had boats out here, and then there's a little beach that you can watch your toes and put your kayak in. And this is our community center down here at the end of the line. This is the end of the isthmus. And we have an Olympic-sized pool, which is over here to the right. And we really enjoyed that this summer. It's nice and warm with all the sunshine. So from here it's home stretch. It's just getting right back to the house. 3 miles or so. Yeah, that water, that is just as warm as can be. There's runs that I take, not here, but that was less public, where it might be 5:30 in the morning, and I run a good long way, and I'll strip down and just go out and lay in the water, because it's just like bath water in the summer. I mean, it's bass fishing water. It's warm, so it's delightful just to lay back in the water after you've had a sweaty run, get squeaky clean, and look up at the stars, and if there's any part of the moon up there, it's great. I do enjoy running here. I really do. And this is a good balance for all the trail work that I do. This doesn't show too much of the dash and the hood of the car. If it does, it does. You get an idea here. And that was my object. The speed limit's 25 miles an hour. Keeps it nice and friendly. I'm maybe pushing it a little bit to get shorten the film. There's a palm tree. I never noticed that before. We're far enough south that they grow here. Maybe I'll plant me some. We've got a couple pineapple trees going right now, and they do quite well, just living outside all year long. Well, that's the golf course again there. One of these crispy mornings, I want to run all 18 holes, and I know I'm not going to get chased. You're looking down from one of the greens, down one of the fairways. And looking the other way, there's another green. But I'm not a golfer. I'm one to run on the golf courses. I haven't asked whether I'm allowed to do it or not. It's easier to say you're sorry than to get permission, I guess. Sorry about all the direct sunlight. Here, got a mile to go to get back to the house. This takes us up past the clubhouse. We're getting a new clubhouse. We're building it right now with a new grill, barn grill. So I suppose our home association fee will be going up. There, I think this is looking toward the last hole, the 18th hole. Over here where it starts. Second hole, the fairway. A couple more dips just to keep me honest. And back home again. A very convenient 12 miles or 10 miles. And that's your tour of Chickasaw Point.